Right now, new information on the case against a son in the murder of his father and the disappearance of his mother.
And we are tracking the potential for strong and severe thunderstorms in the picture tomorrow. We're breaking down the latest in the First Warn forecast.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchide.
And I'm Chris Stanford. Continuing coverage this morning in the search for a Dane County couple. This morning, Krista Halderson still missing. The Dane County Sheriff, though, confirming yesterday they found the body of her husband, Bart.
Her 23-year-old son, Chandler Halderson, is in jail with additional charges pending against him. According to online Dane County inmate records, Halderson could soon be charged with first-degree homicide, hiding a corpse, and mutilating a corpse. Those developments happening shortly after Halderson's first court appearance yesterday. He's being held on a $10,000 cash bond. Prosecutors originally asked for $1 million. He's set to be back in court on Thursday.
Another major development yesterday, the Dane County Sheriff says they found part of the remains of the father, Balt Halderson, in a rural part of Cottage Grove.
The preliminary results from that autopsy confirmed Mr. Halderson died from homicidal violence, including firearm injury. Krista Halderson remains a missing person, and we continue to ask for citizen involvement to help us find Krista and bring her back home.
So with Krista still missing, deputies say until they have evidence to the contrary, they will keep searching for her and are hopeful that she is alive. Here's a picture of her on your screen right now. She's 5'3", red hair, blue eyes, last seen July 1st on a Thursday. Tips can be left for the Dane County Sheriff's Office. You can remain anonymous. And of course, we'll continue to push out updates on this story through our app.
6:01 now. Chris Reese is here with your First Warn weather, the certified most accurate forecast in Madison, and a warning for severe weather this week.
Yeah, we are watching that potential for strong thunderstorms into tomorrow. Enhanced risk, level 3 out of 5 for everywhere that you see in the orange. Now in Madison, we're under that slight risk. It's level 2 out of 5. But places like Baraboo and the Dells, you work your way up towards Reedsburg, you're all in that enhanced risk. So we really have to pay attention to the northern and western part of our viewing area. Even Richland Center is included in that. You work your way back towards the Twin Cities or northeastern Iowa or up closer towards Green Bay and Rhinelander. We all have that higher risk to see some stronger thunderstorms tomorrow. In particular, we're really concerned about the potential for some strong winds that could cause some damage. So Wednesday and Wednesday night are going to be alert days here at the News 3 Now First Warn Weather Center. We still have some time to really break down the details, but it's an alert day. We want to make sure you guys are prepared for any storms that may come our direction towards tomorrow. That being said, we have seen some showers south and east of Madison early on this morning, right around Janesville, south of I-43, but most of that is starting to fizzle out this morning. So that's some good news, which actually introduces some sunshine later on today. We're cloudy now. Temperatures are right around 66 degrees. We have that light wind coming out of the west, north, and west. So 3 miles per hour. Odds are you're really not going to feel much of the breeze at all. 66 for Janesville, 2. Lone Rock coming in at 67. We're at 63 in Viroqua right now. But as you plan things out, watch how the sun starts to come out by the time we get you towards lunch. And we're really seeing that sunshine by the end of today. That's going to allow those temperatures to warm up into the lower 80s. But we're staying just as humid. You add in the heat and humidity tomorrow, and that helps provide some of that fuel for the shower and thunderstorm potential that we do have here in southern Wisconsin. This is this afternoon. I believe we go off without a hitch. We're going to cool down into the 60s overnight tonight. Now we're at about 3 o'clock tomorrow. This is about the point that I expect our showers of thunderstorms to get going. Initially, your showers of thunderstorms are going to be isolated in nature. Some of these may have some strong winds too, but it's really that line of showers of thunderstorms that I expect developing later into the day and into your overnight hours that brings the heavy rain and the greatest potential for the high winds. We have to watch that closely, and if you get the repeat thunderstorms to sit on top of you overnight, yeah, we'll even have to watch the flash flood potential as we start to move towards Wednesday and into Thursday. So now's the time, folks, to make sure you have your game plan ready. Anything you may need to prepare for the showers of thunderstorms tomorrow, do that today. That way, when the storms come tomorrow, you're already already proactive and not necessarily reactive to the showers or thunderstorms. We'll watch more chances for some of those showers into Thursday. By Friday, we'll start to clear things out. We are clear all the way through the end of next week. Temperatures will be in the 80s. The humidity will keep it feeling in the 90s.
That's looking a little bit more like July, huh?
Yes, it is. And, you know, I've been spoiled. I've enjoyed the cooler weather, but I'm sure our summer lovers would like their taste.
Chris Reese, you know it's going to come back.
Yes, it is.
Mr. Reese, thank you. 6:04 now, looking ahead this morning. Thursday might be the day we see former Milwaukee Police Chief Alfonso Morales take his job back. Morales was supposed to start again yesterday, but the deadline was pushed back for the second time to Thursday. Right now, the city of Milwaukee working on a potential settlement to keep Morales away, but they are preparing for his return this week. Either way, they want to get back to addressing the problems in their city.
We can start addressing or attacking some of the problems that we have in our community. It doesn't matter to me who is there. We've got to get the job done.
If he does return, it'll be the first time in 11 months Morales has worked as chief.
Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes has revealed his college degree. 2 years ago, Barnes got some criticism for saying he had his college degree, though he hadn't received it yet. Last year, he received his diploma from Alabama A&M University, 12 years after attending the college. His campaign revealed the year-old degree yesterday. Barnes is expected to run for U.S. Senate. New vaccine news this morning from Johnson & Johnson.
The shot is linked to a very rare autoimmune disorder called Guillain-Barré disease. The FDA says out of the 12.8 million Americans who've received the shot, about 100 people have developed the disease. They say the benefits of the vaccine outweigh the potential risk of getting Guillain-Barré. The cases reported are generally in men over 50. The odds are extremely small.
We've seen this with one of the influenza vaccines a couple of decades ago. The good news is it looks like it's extremely rare.
According to Johns Hopkins, COVID has now killed over 607,000 Americans. Health officials note almost all new deaths are from people who are not yet vaccinated.
Looking ahead, more than 92% of the students plan to attend UW-Madison vaccinated by the time classes start in the fall. The results come from a new survey of incoming resident hall students. Another 3% say they plan to get vaccinated after they arrive on campus. The survey, conducted by the Division of Housing there at the university, had a response rate of 89%. Coming up, a former Madison Mallard went big last night at the Home Run Derby. What the team is doing to celebrate Pete Alfonso.
And we're live in the 608 with an inside look at the Milton House Museum and a little bit of the history here in the community. When we come back, stick around.
The price of gold is at a 7-year high. Get top cash on the spot for your gold at Diamond Select. Cash in today while the price of gold is high. Don't miss out. Get instant cash for your gold today at Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
Don't you wish you could wave a magic wand and have whiter teeth? Well, you can, but it's not magic. It's power swabs. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and boom, whiter teeth and a better smile. And since you're not dealing with messy trays or awkward strips, you're less vulnerable to the harsh sensitivity they sometimes create.
I've used strips. They seem to really hurt my teeth. The power swabs, it just seemed very gentle.
It's so simple and easy. You just open it, you apply it to your teeth, you forget it's there, and I noticed that they're white and bright again like they were before.
I noticed actually a difference the first time that I used power swabs. You put on the first coat and then the activator goes on and immediately you start seeing it working.
It only takes 5-minute applications to get a brighter, whiter smile with power swabs. You just snap, swab, and smile. Power swabs have been clinically studied to whiten natural teeth and remove stains from caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so powerful, it removes stains from coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking.
I love my coffee in the morning.
I will never stop drinking coffee. I will not be the person drinking hot coffee with a straw.
As much coffee as I drink, I can use my power swabs and eliminate the staining.
When I use the power swabs, I applied it directly to my front tooth where the coffee stain was.
I like being able to individually get the teeth, and most importantly, it got kind of in between the grooves.
You can put it directly on the stain that you see on your teeth, and it's so precise.
But as powerful as it is, it's also gentle and causes 0 to minimal sensitivity.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got to rub it on my teeth, and that was it.
Take it from me as someone who has gone the dental route, but has also gone on the shelf route, and I've not really seen anything work as effective and as easy as power swabs.
Whiten your teeth today by ordering power swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free quick stick pen to use on the go after meals or a cup of coffee. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
It's time to invest in care. I care for seniors and people with disabilities so that they can live in their homes. That lets their families go to work. Joe Biden's American Jobs Plan will give working families the support they need and jumpstart our economy.
It's better wages and benefits and opportunities for caregivers who are disproportionately women, women of color, and immigrants.
Tell Congress to pass Biden's plan and invest in care jobs now, because care is essential.
SEIU is responsible for the content of this advertising.
At Diamond Select, our on-site goldsmith can create a beautiful, one-of-a-kind piece. Whether it's repurposing an old ring or creating from a picture on the line, we're here to help you create jewelry of your dreams. Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
Looks this morning, and a familiar face to Madison taking home the win.
Yeah, that's right. Check out these bombs from former Madison Mallard Pete Alonso. He just went off last night. He won.
There we go.
For the second straight time, and he hit a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
And that's not an understatement. So just in the first round, how many did he hit? 35 home runs.
But that's not all.
74 homers in Denver by the time things were all said and done. But to Pete, it's no surprise.
For me, I mean, I'm a power hitter, and for me, I think I'm the best power hitter on the planet. And being able to showcase that and really put on a fun display for fans, I just think that it's truly a dream come true for me.
Boy, he's got enough confidence to go around, doesn't he?
Yeah, boy. Sassy.
So, hey, we're going to score here at home, too, because of his performance in Denver. The Mallards are giving away a free beer tomorrow night at Warner Park for it. In addition to the free beer arriving earlier, could also land you a Pete Alonso bobblehead. They'll be handing those out until they run out as well. You can buy tickets for tomorrow's game right now. First pitch is at 6:35. Olympic news this morning. Members arriving at the newly opened Olympic Village in Tokyo. Strict COVID rules in place to keep the more than 11,000 athletes confined, except to train and compete. The city entered a new state of emergency yesterday. The Village bubble will have restrictions, including a ban on singing or chanting during events. Games are set to kick off next Friday.
Some incredible video out of Northern California this morning. Take a look as they continue to battle crazy heat, many wildfires. This is just one of several. Video showing Beckworth Complex fire destroying homes in California. Firefighters there say about 20 homes are now completely lost. That fire is now over 90,000 acres this morning with only 26% containment. A little bit of a different story here in Wisconsin. Getting a little drink of water in the forecast. Chris Reese here now with your first warn weather. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, we've seen some of those rain showers yesterday. We've seen some of them this morning as well. But another drink of water likely comes our direction towards tomorrow. And that one could be a whole different story compared to what we've seen so far. Now, the showers this morning, they've been mainly along and just south of I-43, right around Janesville and Beloit. But even still, this is falling apart. So we're drying things out this morning, and we'll see more sunshine as we start to move towards the afternoon. It's cloudy now. Temperatures are at 66 degrees for us at the moment. Meanwhile, we're at 63 in Mineral Point, Monroe coming in at 65. A little bit cooler in Juneau coming in at 64, but in general, 60s is the name of the game. We start to plan the day, watch how the sun comes out towards the afternoon. That should help those temperatures warm up towards 81 degrees. But then here's a different story that I'm tracking into tomorrow. We see the heat, we see the humidity. That acts as fuel for the showers and thunderstorms. This is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Here they are developing on the map, likely towards the north first, but we're going to see multiple rounds of showers and thunderstorms as we roll into the evening, and every single one of these packs the potential for some strong winds, but also the heavy rain. And with the heavy rain, that could add up to perhaps multiple inches some much needed rainfall around here, but we're going to watch things closely as we move into Wednesday. Wednesday is an alert day here in the First Warren Weather Center. We're watching traffic for you guys this morning as well. I'm happy to say there are no issues showing up on the area roadways this morning that are going to create any big delays. Yes, we have some construction, but if you've lived here, you know it's construction season anyway, and you know where those construction zones are. But if anything changes, we'll keep you guys up to date between now and 9 o'clock.
All right. Thank you much, Chris Reese. In the 608 this morning, we're getting a tour of the last certified underground railroad station in Wisconsin.
Josh Breider is live at the Milton House Museum this morning with more on its history in the community. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Check out this space right here. Look at the colors of this mural. We're in the stairwell that leads down to the cellar, checking out the Milton House Museum here. A lot of history as this kind of goes back 175 years ago to the start of the Milton community. This morning, Keaton Kloss is here with us, helping us to learn a little bit more about how this all started. And there's a lot to learn, a lot to know here about, where this all developed.
Right, and this mural is perfect. It tells the story of a freedom seeker basically starting on a plantation through their trip to end up here in Milton. So this stairwell was added to the museum when we became a museum, and so it was a white space for a long time. In 2018, we had a local artist come and paint this incredible mural that tells the story as you head downstairs to the cellar where we talk about freedom seekers.
You talk about that local artist being a part of this project, and a lot of the locals really are proud of this here in the Milton community.
Yeah, we have a lot of local support. It's really awesome. A lot of people can trace their own families back to the Goodriches or the people that came with them. So we have a lot of multi-generation families here who have been a part of the museum in a lot of different ways throughout the years, which makes it very important to them.
So this is part of the tour here that people are welcome to come in. You guys are open Tuesdays through Sundays, and you can really see the whole, really how the Milton community developed over the last almost 2 centuries.
Yeah, so we try and tell the story of kind of how it started and some big things that happened while the Goodriches owned it, and then we talk about how it's still impacting the community today. So we try and draw all of those connections from 175 years ago to today and see how relevant it still is.
And you're welcoming people back after a year of COVID. You're starting to see a lot more numbers of people trying to check out the museum again.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing our numbers come back to what it was a little bit more pre-COVID, which is great to see. And so yeah, come out and see us 10 to 3, Tuesday through Sunday. No reservations required. You can just stop in and see us. Check us out on our website, miltonhouse.org, Facebook, Instagram. Stay up to date. We also have events throughout the year, so we're welcoming people back in a variety of ways.
Awesome. And we've got a little teaser, Mark, if you want to show them what we're going to be heading down to next, Keaton. This is kind of a big part of the tour where we're headed next.
Yeah, so next we're going to head down into the cellar and the tunnel where we talk about the freedom seekers that came here and how that space was used to help shelter them.
All right, well, that'll be coming up in our next half hour, Keaton. Thank you so much, guys. I tell you what, I've been down there for a little sneak peek myself. It is cool. It might be haunted. We might have to wait and see what that's looking like.
You can't just say something like that.
But we are heading... We're heading down to the cellar coming up in our next half hour, guys. So, yes, grab the popcorn and maybe the blanket that you can hide underneath as we head down there next. But you'll really want to stay tuned for it.
What a risk taker. It may be haunted. Let's go check it out. That's cool. Fingers crossed the signal holds up and we can bring it to the folks. Thanks, Josh.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email for a chance to be featured.
Hey, if you own a GM truck, listen up. The company is recalling more than 400,000 vehicles because of an airbag issue. The problem lies in inflator components that can fail and then cause the airbag to suddenly deploy for no reason, impacting pickup trucks manufactured between 2015 and 2016. Not all the trucks produced during that time are part of the recall, though. So far, 3 reported unintended airbag deployments happened. No one was inside the vehicles. GMC plans to notify you if you're affected next month, and you can visit a dealership for a fix for free.
Subway's new menu is set to debut today. To celebrate the occasion, the company giving away 1 million subs. Between 9 and 11 a.m., the first 50 customers at each participating restaurant can get a free 6-inch turkey sandwich. The new menu includes 11 new and improved ingredients, 6 new or returning sandwiches, and 2 new breads.
Well, the next billionaire's trip to space has been approved from the government. Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin company received the go-ahead from the FAA to launch its flights next week. Blue Origin needed to verify the spacecraft's hardware and software work safely during a flight test. Bezos going up just 9 days after Richard Branson traveled to the edge of space on his Virgin Galactic ship.
The Emmys now have a host. Cedric the Entertainer, set to make his Emmy hosting debut in September. They air right here on WISC TV. Cedric the Entertainer stars and executive produces The Neighborhood here on CBS, if you watch that show. The Emmy Awards are scheduled for September 19th with a limited audience. Nominations will be announced today.
New this morning, Backstreet's back. The 90s boy band has announced their residency at Planet Hollywood in Las Vegas. It comes after the group had to delay their world tour because of COVID. The performances will be for the Christmas season, and they'll include their holiday tunes, including material from a new Christmas album. They'll, of course, play their big hits from the 90s, too.
Be honest, how many of these songs do you have memorized? Too many to count. On repeat on Spotify.
It's not that I want to. It's just you couldn't avoid them.
That's true. Especially
like the age I was when these guys were at the height of their popularity. It was like you could not. They were everywhere.
Good shower jams, for sure. 6:19 now. Coming up in our next half hour, new developments on the bus plan to get you across town faster. Why State Street businesses are asking for a new design.
And up next, it's a way of quitting a job that some of us only dream of. We'll have that story after the break.
Your family's year-round comfort is our year-round commitment at RG Heating and Air Conditioning. We install quality Trane equipment and service all brands so your home's furnace and AC will perform their best year-round. RG Heating and AC.
McGann Furniture in Baraboo has a question for you. Have you ever bought a piece of furniture in a box and then had to put it together yourself? We know it's not fun. At McGann's, everything is professionally inspected and assembled before pickup or delivery. Goodbye headaches, and there's no extra charge for assembly. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in soon and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
When it's an appliance for the home, there's more to it than good looks, like a ceiling fan. It's an appliance that keeps us cool and comfortable. It's hot out, and this ceiling fan is working hard for pennies compared to my air conditioner. I went to the fan experts at Madison Lighting to choose a fan that fits our needs perfectly. Big enough to cool the room and the right motor to handle it all. I love the way it looks. Want one? All fans are on sale till July 25th at Madison Lighting on Watts Road.
We all have our signature ways to serve up fresh, and the last thing you want is to run out. With Pick and Save delivery and free pickup, you can get back to putting stuff on a stick. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Here's the thing. When you create a network as a local, you know the dead spots, so you fix them. You know the neighbors, so you're good to them. Did you drop these? You know the strongest signal comes from starting local and staying loyal, no matter how much you grow. The nationwide network built from your town up. Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. No trade-in required or hidden fees. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Want to know what the day's weather will be like where you live? Well, that's easy. Just ask me. Here's how. Record a short video on your phone. State your name, where you're from, and simply say,
I'm Sam from Madison. Hey, Chris, plan my day.
Then send it to me by email, and I'll give you a personal forecast right here on News 3 Now this morning. This is your chance to be on TV. So just send me a video and say,
Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris, plan our day.
Plan your day with Chris, only on News 3 Now this morning.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. RG Heating and AC. We'll always treat you like family. Guaranteed.
6:23. Kevin sent us a picture of a badger.
Best day ever.
Look at that. He's like, what's up, guys?
Hey, cutie.
What are you doing?
Want to hang out with Bascom?
That would be too perfect.
Bucky and Bascom.
I was told badgers were mean, though.
Not to Bascom. Nobody's mean to my dog.
I would watch that kid's movie if it was Bascom and his new buddy the Badger.
Idea
that
for a book.
That does sound like a really good movie or like children's book. Yeah.
Dibs on the children's book. I'll write that.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Kevin. Send your morning pictures to us. We'd love to see them. Use the hashtag MyNews3Morning.
6:23 now. A group of fast food workers arranged a special way to let their job know that they were going to quit.
Yeah. So listen to this. They just put the message right out on the marquee. Ooh. We all quit. Sorry for the inconvenience. So this happened at our Burger King. They were expressing their true feelings here. The employees had grown tired of the awful working conditions, including working in a kitchen where it was just too hot. It had broken AC. It all started when the manager of the store put her 2 weeks in after having to go to the hospital while working due to dehydration. Burger King says that this in no way aligns with their brand values, and they want to avoid this in the future.
Wow.
Have you guys ever quit a job on the spot?
No.
We were talking about this earlier. I've never quit on the spot, but I definitely quit a job very quickly after 6 weeks in college where you had to call the alumni and ask for donations.
It's a tough job, yeah.
You know, it seemed simple enough because they were like, oh, yeah, you just call and ask. There's a call script and everything. And I was like, okay, like, you know, it's donating, whatever. And being involved in churches growing up, like, people donate. So it's one of those things that I was not intimidated by. But then there were the very hurtful things that people said when you called. You know, I remember at one point I called someone and I was like, good evening, how are you? He was like, well, I was doing great, but then you called and now my day is awful. You know, and so after about 6 weeks of that, as a freshman in college, you're away from home, I was just like, no, I love myself enough to not put myself through this job.
Good for you.
And I left it quickly, but yeah.
Good for you.
So
I have never quit a job. I needed the money too bad.
I know.
You can tell me I ruined your day, but as long as you're paying me, I'm okay.
Yeah. Especially like in your younger days, you don't have the confidence to to go in and just say, I quit, or put in your 2 weeks and you're saying, I'm not going to put up with it. Yeah. And I think that's something that we're seeing more of these days, is people now have the confidence to even put these kinds of stories on social media or call out a business or their employer even on social media. Seeing a lot more of that. And now they're taking it to another level and just outright quitting.
You know, I think we're rallying behind people a little more, you know, especially in today's time. But we really believe in, especially our generation, but it's, you know, you have to take care of yourself. You got to love yourself.
You absolutely do.
Yeah, big story right now. All right, we ran out of time for weather.
But here's a look anyway.
There you go. We'll have a look at tomorrow's storm chances when we come back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Don't miss the hot summer savings at Sloan's during Deere Days of Summer. Get your John Deere 1025R for just $171 per month. Get a John Deere now and
power up at Sloan's.
Visit Sloan Implement today, celebrating 90 years and going strong.
Your parents spent years taking care of you, but as the years go by, it becomes your turn to take care of them. This might mean trusting a nursing home, which promises to care for them as cherished loved ones. But if the nursing home you've chosen is not keeping their promise, we can help. If your parents have been injured in a nursing home, call Habish, & Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Enhance your home's curb appeal with new paint or stain from Menards. Cabot Premium Wood Care products deliver unbeatable quality and satisfaction guaranteed. Get 11% off Cabot exterior stains and finishes. Complete your updates with a fresh coat of interior paint. Grand Distinction is a premium paint and primer in one with a long-lasting, durable finish. Right now, all Grand Distinction interior paint is 11% off. Get 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Tomorrow on Live at 4, we'll introduce you to several new staff members you'll be seeing on the air on News 3 soon.
And UW Health's Dr. Jeff Potoff is here with the latest coronavirus headlines.
News 3 Now investigation uncovered hundreds of workplace safety complaints during the pandemic.
Just 12% were followed up with an inspection.
Too many frontline workers were exposed to COVID.
Taking action to get the information you deserve. News 3 Now investigates.
Everything is relative. Travel, for example. A trip to Stoughton might seem like a long way, but if you're shopping for diamonds, it's closer than you think.
Diamond Select.
Importers of shimmering diamonds from the mines of South Africa to the streets of Antwerp and Tel Aviv. They shop the diamond capitals of the world so you don't have to.
Diamond Select. Direct pricing saves you money.
On GIA certified South African diamonds.
Diamond Select.
Downtown Stoughton.
Can you hear it? This summer, the thrill is calling. Answer it at Six Flags with the kind of thrills, food, and fun you won't find anywhere else. Feel the force of a coaster. Share a funnel cake. Grab a selfie. That's right. It's time to pack up the family or pick up your friends and head to Six Flags. Right now, you can snag tickets as low as $29.99 at SixFlags.com. Hey, the thrill is calling for you.
Don't miss the hot summer savings at Sloan's during Deer Days of Summer. Get your new John Deere X350 lawn tractor for just $76 per month with 4.9 for 48 months. Get a John Deere now and power up with Sloan's. Visit Sloan Implement today, celebrating 90 years and going strong.
As you see, the grass doesn't get taken care of around here. Nothing gets trimmed. Units are falling apart, caving in.
Why the city of Fitchburg has had enough of a group of vacant mobile homes.
And we are watching shower and thunderstorm potential tomorrow that could lead to excessive rainfall. We're breaking it all down just minutes away.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchine.
And I'm Chris Stanford. We are right inside that avocado when it comes to the severe weather risk.
I love it when you describe it as an avocado.
That's what I ask in the morning. I'm like, are we in the avocado?
He does.
Because that's when we've got to take it seriously. And tomorrow we are. So we'll have that in just a moment. Well, a demolition group is going to attack a mobile home park in Fitchburg today. That is set to happen after years of legal disputes. The city of Fitchburg ordering owners of a mobile home park on County Road Double M to tear down nearly a dozen units way back in April of 2019.
You're taking a look at exactly where that mobile home park is. The area was deemed uninhabitable. After missing another deadline last month, demolition will begin this morning. City inspectors and people living in neighboring units have reported electrical and sewage issues. Some of the units have caved in and piles of trash have been left too, leading to rodents.
We went in, it was last year already, when we went into the units, we had to mask up. They were so full of mold in there. It was disgusting.
If the owners of the park fail to demolish the units by July 21st, the city will step in and do it. They'll just leave the owners with the bill. We have not received comment from those owners.
Now to a political showdown in Texas over voting rights. State Democrats have escaped to Washington to avoid a vote. It's a protest over a GOP bill that would cut back on early voting, ban drive-through voting, and make it a felony for voter applications to be mailed out. The Democratic lawmakers say the bill disproportionately affects minorities and people with disabilities. More than 50 representatives staged a dramatic walkout in Austin during the special legislative session.
This is a suppression session. This is a session to suppress our voting rights.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott insists the group of lawmakers will face legal consequences once they return. In Milwaukee this morning, 5 people now charged, accused of throwing explosives at 2 police officers. It happened over the 4th of July weekend in the popular Water Street area. Milwaukee police say the attackers set off several explosives, including M80s and pipe bombs. 2 Milwaukee police officers were hurt. They are expected to be okay. Investigators say the detonation was so powerful, it deployed the squad car's airbags.
Wisconsin hitting a speed bump on its road to recovery. For the first time in nearly a month, more than 100 people a day are testing positive for COVID. DHS reported yesterday the 7-day average of new cases is at 114. The last time that number hit triple digits was June 14th. UW Health, meanwhile, says COVID vaccines are now available at its primary care clinics across Dane County. You can get a shot right now at 10 different clinics, and that number will grow A reminder, they are free. No ID or proof of insurance is required. Anyone 12 years and up is eligible to receive the Pfizer vaccine. And as more venues start to reopen, you might notice more of them will no longer accept cash. Places like Pfizer Forum, Summerfest, and Lambeau Field are all turning to contactless payment. Experts say it helps transactions happen more quickly. It's also more sanitary and secure. Next month's Wisconsin State Fair will also be going cashless at some spots.
6:33, let's check in with Chris Reese and Madison's certified most accurate forecast, highlighting the risk for severe weather tomorrow, Chris.
Yeah, you said if we're in the avocado, that is for sure. We have the enhanced risk, level 3 out of 5, for strong severe thunderstorms throughout northern portions of the viewing area and the rest of central and northern Wisconsin. Now in Madison, we're in that slight risk, level 2 out of 5. That's everywhere in the yellow, and that includes the remainder of the viewing area that's not in the orange. We're looking at strong storms, particularly between 3 o'clock and 11 o'clock tomorrow, that all come with the potential for strong winds, maybe some hail, and an isolated spin-up tornado. Now that hail risk is actually the lowest, and most of that's going to be out of the viewing area, but your best chance for that is going to be further north and west. We talk about the isolated tornadoes. The best chance of that happening is going to be throughout central and western portions of the state as well. But our strongest risk, the reason that we're at level 3 out of 5, is that potential for 60 or 70 mile per hour winds, if not greater. And the greatest potential of that will again be north and west of Madison, but that includes places like Baraboo, the Dells, Reedsburg, Laval, Westfield. So all of us need to be on guard for the potential for some stronger storms. And then if that's not enough, we've got to watch the potential for heavy rain for all of us. This green shading right here is the slight risk for excessive rainfall as these showers of thunderstorms roll on through. That being said, we are still a day or so away, but now's the time to make sure you get your game plan ready to determine anything you may need for the storms as they come through tomorrow. That way you're not necessarily reactive, but proactive and ready to act as storms move on through. We did see some showers out there this morning. Those have fallen by the wayside. Now we're drying things out throughout southern Wisconsin. Temperatures for all of us are very much into the 60s. Madison coming in at 67 right now. We still have the cloud cover. It's still a little bit hazy, but we get rid of that, folks, as we go throughout the day. Sunshine returns by the afternoon. We'll be at 81 for your high right around 4 o'clock. This afternoon goes on without a hitch, folks. Watch what happens overnight into tomorrow. We see the cloud cover. Now we're at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Those first storms are starting to roll on in. It's 5:30. We're starting to watch those showers of thunderstorms become a little bit more widespread. Now it's 7:30, and we're seeing another round of storms move through. It's now 11:30, and we're still watching the rounds of the showers and thunderstorms roll on through. And once we get beyond that, we'll likely dry things out, folks. But tomorrow's an alert day. We still are not 100% confident on how tomorrow will play out with the multiple rounds of showers and storms, but Future Track has picked up on what I'm seeing. Expect numerous rounds of showers and thunderstorms. All can bring heavy rain. All can bring that potential for some strong winds as well. By next week, we're much drier. We're much more humid, too. Temperatures will be into the upper 80s.
All right, Chris Reese breaking down the timing. Thanks, Chris. There's a new design for bus stops on State Street. It's part of the city's bus rapid transit proposal. It replaces an old design many business owners felt would actually hurt the State Street economy. The new design is smaller, transparent, and no bigger than the bus stops already in use.
State Street is a critical destination in our city. It's a cultural and retail destination. It's part of the heart of the city that we want all residents, from far east to far west, from north to south, to have easy access to.
The Bus Rapid Transit Plan is expected to begin operation in 2024. It uses $80 million set aside for it in the federal transportation budget. BRT will fundamentally transform public transit in Madison with the goal of getting more people to use it. 6:37 as we get you ready to go to break. We are going to continue to track those severe weather chances for tomorrow in your Future Track forecast.
And why a new booking at the Madison Comedy Club is causing quite the controversy this morning.
High Point Steakhouse, Southern Wisconsin's premier supper club. You can still enjoy our award-winning steak dinners with our new takeout and delivery service. We call it the High Point Steakout. Call in your order today.
From your fingertips to your lips, get Culligan drinking water. With connected technology, smart AquaCentral drinking water systems know your filtered contaminants and water usage. It even contacts your local dealer when the filters need changing. Contact Culligan Water, the local water experts.
The only thing better than tacos is faster tacos. That's why Johnsonville created its new ground taco sausage. That's right, taco sausage. Premium cuts of ground pork authentically seasoned with cumin and garlic. Next taco night, skip the seasoning packets. Just sizzle and serve. Because with new Johnsonville taco sausage, the only thing between your family and tasty tacos is 10 minutes.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-7929. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Call Credit Associates now to see how much you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-7929.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
High Point Steakhouse, Southern Wisconsin's premier supper club. You can still enjoy our award-winning steak dinners with our new takeout and delivery service. We call it the High Point Steakout. Call in your order today.
Another person is dead after a crash along East Washington. This is the second deadly crash on the corridor in a week.
People are still dying on East Washington Avenue, so I'm asking, what isn't being done?
Naomi Coles gets answers. Wednesday on News 3 Now at 10. When it comes to weather, only one thing really matters. Accuracy.
Only one station can be the best.
News 3 Now. First Warn Weather has the most accurate forecast, according to Weather Rate.
Count on First Warn Weather for your most accurate forecast.
We're Vicki and Tammy from Watertown. Hey, Chris, plan our day.
I love the cow costumes in Watertown there. We are going to see cloud cover go by the wayside and temperatures warm up into the low 80s as we move towards this afternoon. Now, Watertown all dry right now. You are seeing the cloud cover, though, and you're going to see that for some time before that sun finally comes on out. There have been a couple of showers south and east around Janesville. Even those are falling apart, so truly, I expect things to be great for us. Watertown, you're sitting at 65 right now. Juneau coming in at 64, 66 in Janesville, and 67 in Madison. And while today will generally be dry, other than a pop storm possible this morning, we're watching tomorrow, folks, in Watertown, because we could see some strong thunderstorms move in into the afternoon, perhaps multiple rounds of the strong thunderstorms. So gear up for that. Use today to prepare for the showers of thunderstorms that'll come in headed into tomorrow. Folks, I'll plan your day for you too. Send in a video, wear a cow costume. Say, hey, Chris, I'm Vicki and Tammy from Watertown. Plan my day. Make it fun. Have some fun with it. We're all about fun on News 3 Now this morning. Traffic-wise, things are fun. We're all good and in the clear this morning. Just please keep it that way. Drive safely and slow down as you are headed on into work.
For a cow costume, I'd do the weather.
Oh, I know you would. For a cow costume, Leah would do, there's very few things you probably would not do if cows are involved.
Yep. Mr. Reese, thank you. 6:42 now, new information this morning. Cuba is under an internet blackout following mass protests across the island on Sunday. The country's president called those protesters criminals, but demonstrators say they're pushing back against an economic crisis leading to food shortages. The Biden administration warned the Cuban government not to crack down on the protesters. Despite that, there continue to be clashes in the street with police.
Tickets to see comedian Louis C.K. have sold out here in Madison. The Wisconsin State Journal reporting Louis C.K. is slated to perform at Comedy on State next week. He was once one of the most popular comedians and actors in the country. In 2017, C.K. was accused of sexual misconduct during the early part of the Me Too movement. He later admitted it and apologized.
Looking ahead, some of Madison's most popular food trucks will soon be coming to a park near you. It's part of the city's new Carts in Parks program. During the pandemic, more folks were spending time in their neighborhood parks, and local food truck vendors spent more time looking for customers. The new Carts in Parks program will help connect the two, thanks to a $50,000 grant. Carts in Parks will kick off in 2 weeks. It runs through mid-October.
If you don't like heights, consider yourself warned.
Oh yeah, slacklining is a sport that has you balance or walk on a narrow strip of nylon called a slackline. Now imagine doing that suspended between two mountaintops.
I can't.
Yeah, that's called highlining. Maybe look away for this video.
Watch.
Some 2,000 feet above an icy, windy, rock-strewn Swedish valley between two mountaintops more than a mile apart on a wobbly slackline, 2 inches wide. Yeah, I'd be screaming too, sir. Watch this guy almost fall. Highliner Kieran Herdrich advances step by step. He's the first of 4 on his team to set the new world record of crossing 1.3 miles.
When I got closer to the anchor of this line, I screamed loudly. I don't really know why. It's maybe a mix of emotions.
Okay, so this looks like daredevilry, but Highliners say the sport requires team dedication to safety and a calm, almost meditative approach.
Makes me weak at the knees just watching this. This beautiful imagery, though. I just don't understand why some people have a death wish like this.
So Zach bought a slackline kit at one point, but it's a little less exciting here in Wisconsin. We would tie it up like, what, 6 inches off the ground and try it? It's nearly impossible. Nearly impossible. Because it is 2 inches wide. So the 6-inch fall a little different than a Swedish mountain, but
the angle when they're looking down the slack line and you see them like wobbling, ugh.
And that video of the guy falling and catching himself on it.
Oh, it's too much.
Yikes. Okay, 6:45. We're in the 608 on the ground this morning, getting a tour of the last certified Underground Railroad stop in Wisconsin.
Josh Breider live at the Milton House Museum. And he's talking about the history and what a big part of the community this place is, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, and this is the moment we've been waiting for. We've made our way down to the cellar, and just a warning here, we're going to hope that the signal is going to stay up. I might lose you here in my ear, but we're going to kind of see how this goes. But we wanted to show you this space because this is really special. Keaton Klaus with the museum is with us this morning, and now we're in the cellar, and this is a big, big part of the history here.
Yeah, this is really why everyone comes here. So they want to see the cellar and they want to see the tunnel. So this is where we really talk about our Underground Railroad history. So Andrew Pratt is the freedom seeker we know that comes here in 1861. And he uses this space to help get on his journey to freedom. And so this space was a root cellar for the family, and then they also used it to hide freedom seekers.
So depending on who you talk to, the space may or may not be haunted?
Yes, it kind of depends on who you talk to. We do some, started to do some paranormal stuff in October, so definitely check back with us in October.
Talk a little bit about the chair back there, because that has a little significance in here too.
So this rocking chair back here, Ezra was Joseph's son, and he was a big part of the Milton House, and I have been told by other people that chair just needs to stay there because that's Ezra's chair. So
oh boy.
We always make sure Ezra's chair stays there.
So don't touch Ezra's chair.
Don't touch Ezra's chair. We've had to come back and move it a couple of times because it's gotten moved around by people who didn't know. So we've had an instance where we were down here with some paranormal group and they asked about Ezra sitting in the chair and somebody responded, he's sitting, he's sitting. So a little bit of history, take it or leave it. History, mystery.
Yeah, you bet. So then talk a little bit about this. This is an example right there of what the tunnel would have looked like.
Yeah, so the tunnel that we're going to go through is the same space, but we've had to make it different so that people could actually walk through it. So in 1950, when we became a museum, we put stone around it. We made it about 6 feet tall, and we lit it. And this one, the original one would have been earthen, so just dug out of the earth, no stone, about 3.5 to 4 feet tall. So you would have had to crawl through a 45-foot long tunnel.
All right, and now we're actually going to make our way into the tunnel. This is where our signal strength might get a little dicey, so we'll check this out. Keaton, walk us through here.
All right, so this is the tunnel that you come through on the tour. Like I said, it's the same footprint as the original. So you're walking in the footsteps of freedom seekers when you're in this space.
Wow. This is quite the space.
It's nicer than the original, but still you can see it's a tight squeeze in here. But it's an experience for people to be in this space. It's very cool.
So if people are interested in touring, what do they need to know right now? You're open most days of the week.
Yep, every day except Monday. So Tuesday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Last tour starts at 3 p.m. About an hour long. We're friendly to everybody, little kids, older people. We're handicap accessible. We have an elevator that can get you to all the floors. So pretty much anybody is welcome. We want everyone to come see this space.
And you're really in need of that support always as well.
Always, yes. You can also, we are a nonprofit, so our tours, admission, donations, and stuff like that. So on our website, miltonhouse.org, you can always donate, become a member. The membership dues help support our operations. So as all nonprofits, is that we could always use the support.
Well, Keaton, thank you so much for the tour. This was so awesome this morning.
Thank you. I really enjoyed it.
Well, guys, I did lose my IFB, so unfortunately I cannot hear you, so we're going to send it back to the studio. But if you want to learn more, you can just go to the story at channel3000.com. Back to you.
Almost gives you chills there. It's a really reverent space.
Yeah, it certainly is. Something worth checking out.
Absolutely.
Just to take in the history.
Josh, thank you very much. 6:48 now. Coming up in the morning sprint, what connection the home run derby champ over in Denver has to do with Madison?
But first, we want to say happy birthday to Benjamin and all the kiddos turning 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with us.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Waunakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Waunakee Furniture ETC.
In one instant, an accident can change your life. Gingrass, Thompson & Walks has assembled the top personal injury lawyers in Wisconsin to fight for victims' rights. If you've been injured in an accident, contact Gingrass, Thompson & Walks for a free consultation.
Hi, I'm Crystal the Pistol. Goldwyn Cars has over 500 vehicles in stock with new body-style GMC Terrain starting at $22,995 or $350 per month. That's right, Goldwyn Cars has over 500 vehicles in stock with great deals on 2018 GMC Terrains. So hurry in today to get your great deal and ask for me, Crystal the Pistol Goldwyn. Go to Goldwyn Cars East or West.
You gotta go to Goldwyn, GoldwynCars.com.
Here's the thing. When you create a network as a local, you know the dead spots, so you fix them. You know the neighbors, so you're good to them. Did you drop these? You know the strongest signal comes from starting local and staying loyal, no matter how much you grow. The nationwide network built from your town up. Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. No trade-in required or hidden fees. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
You've heard that an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but you still need to see your dentist because getting good dental care is important to your overall health. You know dental bills can take a big bite out of your budget, especially if you're retired or on Medicare. Even a simple cleaning can cost $200. And other procedures like crowns and root canals can cost hundreds, even thousands more. But affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company can help. Give us a call or go online for this free information kit with all the details. This isn't just a discount plan. This is real dental insurance that can help pay for over 350 covered procedures like cleanings, fillings, crowns, even dentures. There are no deductibles, no annual maximum, and you can see any dentist you like. So don't wait. Call now or go online for your free information kit from Physicians Mutual.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Associated Physicians celebrates 75 years of caring, helping, and listening. Associated Physicians. Devoted physicians, trusted care.
Channel 3000 Plus. Watch from your streaming media player or mobile device.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Waunakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Waunakee Furniture ETC.
Connect with News 3 Now on Facebook Messenger.
6:51, time for the morning sprint.
We start with breaking news overnight on a massive hospital fire in Iraq. Take a look at this video just into our newsroom this morning. At least 58 people are dead, more than 100 injured. It was likely started by an oxygen tank explosion at a coronavirus hospital in the southern part of the country. The manager of the hospital is ordered to be arrested.
Governor Tony Evers has a pretty healthy stash of re-election funds. His re-election campaign says he raised $5 million through the first 6 months of the year. The campaign also has $7 million cash on hand. Potential Republican challengers next year include former Lieutenant Governor Rebecca Clayfish and lobbyist Bill McCoshen.
In Texas this morning, Governor Greg Abbott says he will order police to arrest a group of lawmakers. Nearly 50 Democratic lawmakers boarded a plane and flew to Washington, D.C. to halt the Republican-sponsored bill. The bill would outlaw 24-hour polling places and drive-through voting, ban ballot drop boxes, and expand the authority of poll watchers.
The Washington Monument reopening tomorrow for the first time since January. Masks are still going to be required. It doesn't matter if you're vaccinated or not. The monument initially closed March of 2020 because of COVID restrictions. It reopened in October of last year, only to be shut down again. National Parks officials are hoping this time it'll stay open for good.
Madison police say they are stepping up security to stop an increase in car break-ins on the west side. Officers say they're seeing an increase near the Maple Grove and McKee Road area. Since June 24th, there have been 12 reports of property damage in the area. Police believe more patrolling at night should help the situation. UW Health says COVID vaccines are now available at its primary care locations across Dane County. Currently, the shots are accessible at 10 clinics with plans to expand. A reminder, those vaccines are free. No ID or proof of insurance is required.
There may be a new approach to treat an aggressive form of breast cancer. Researchers in Montreal identify a protein in HER2-positive breast tumors that when blocked, makes the tumor more vulnerable to treatment and prevents it from spreading. McDonald's sweetening the deal for potential new hires. According to the Wall Street Journal, franchises of the fast food giant are offering higher wages, help with tuition, and backup child care in an effort to woo new recruits. One of the issues the workforce has been grappling with during the pandemic is finding child care, and those benefits have become awful popular among companies seeking to lure workers amid a tight labor market.
The Cap Times is reporting this morning enrollment is now open for a new virtual academy with the Madison School District. The Promise Academy is a virtual school for up to 250 students. MMSD created the program in response to the pandemic. Enrollment is open until August 6th.
A new bill in Washington would give Capitol Police a big boost in funding. Democratic Senator Patrick Leahy of Vermont has unveiled a new $3.7 billion proposal. It comes as Capitol Police are running out of funding after being drained by the January 6th breach and its aftermath. The funds would also go to the Defense Department for pandemic protections and new support for U.S. allies in Afghanistan.
Elon Musk, the founder of SpaceX, has reserved a ticket for a future flight on a Virgin Galactic craft. That's according to Virgin CEO Richard Branson. No word yet on when that launch will take place. Right now, a 1-hour jaunt on a Virgin space plane goes for $250,000. Roughly 600 people have shown interest in the trip. That includes celebrities Tom Hanks and Lady Gaga.
Dane County Fair starting up later this week. This year's county fair is going to run from Thursday to Sunday at the Alliant Energy Center. Each day is going to have a specific theme. Daily admission is free for kids 5 and under every day of the fair.
Pete Alonso of the New York Mets is the home run derby champion for the second time in a row. He beat Orioles first baseman Trey Mancini 23-22. Alonso hit a total of 74 home runs during the derby. He now takes home a $1 million prize rather. Alonso has a Madison connection, by the way. He played for the Mallards in 2014.
We've seen some showers towards our south and east early on this morning around Janesville, but even those have gone by the wayside at this point. We still have the cloud cover, though, in that haze on our horizon. 67 for us in Madison. The air is calm for us. We're going to warm up towards 81 this afternoon. We'll see a little bit more sunshine into the afternoon, too, but we are watching that potential for strong thunderstorms as we move towards Wednesday. It's an alert day. We're going to keep you up to date.
Thank you very much, Chris. We're going to keep an eye on the radar for that alert day coming up in about half an hour.